Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome to another episode of Shark Realm, as today we have some pretty interesting updates involving the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection video game bundle, which has been up for pre-order for quite some time now, and I've made a few videos regarding the content that comes within that Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection bundle. Now, when the official trailer first started, or when they were teasing video games that were coming into the Mortal Kombat, like for collectors to have for modern gamers in terms of like PS5 and Xbox, Xbox S, and etc. moving forward. So just to quickly backtrack on what we were given beforehand, it seems like we had classic Mortal Kombat titles under that bundle, and we had like Mortal Kombat, the first game, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Advanced for Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which was the Game Boy Advanced version, and then we had Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition for Game Boy Advanced. Now, if you had seen that trailer, you would have known that there are actually 4 question marks, which had caused a lot of speculations. Now, the Mortal Kombat fan base in terms of the games have known that Mortal Kombat 1 did not do so well, and the main emphasis of being a Mortal Kombat fan is to really go back to the official Mortal Kombat lore, what made Mortal Kombat the way it was, and what made it Mortal Kombat as popular as it was back then, and how can they incorporate it in today's world. We know that the story has fell off a lot since then in terms of, Mortal Kombat 1 through Mortal Kombat Armageddon was, a concise story despite having its ups and downs, but at least it was one full story. And then Mortal Kombat, if you exclude Mortal Kombat versus DC, but Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11 had this whole entire different story with revenants and multiverses, and that definitely caused a lot of mixed reactions, even if some people prefer like MK9 and MK11 to be one of the best Mortal Kombat games added into the franchise. And then Mortal Kombat 1 was obviously like, that's its own thing, so I don't even know what to say about that. So it seems like the diehard fan base for Mortal Kombat is really back in the nostalgia of Mortal Kombat in terms of the storyline was better, it was darker, it was cryptic, it was mysterious, and it made collectors rejoice in the sense that this is what Mortal Kombat was, and this is how we as Mortal Kombat fans enjoyed playing the Mortal Kombat games. Or if you're someone like me that also loved the lore of Mortal Kombat and the characters and the background origins and just the whole, the spine-chilling, spooky situations that involve storytelling and endings and all that, like crypts and just unlocking things is what made Mortal Kombat the way it was. So with that being said, recently in Gamescon, which was being held in Germany, we know that people were allowed to, or fans were allowed to play some of the iconic Mortal Kombat titles. And again, this is all for the later gen console, so people like me who are still in the PS4 era and probably in that same time frame and below, we're obviously screwed out of this edition because it's for PS5 and later on consoles, and I'm sure for other Xbox collectors as well, and like Switch and Switch 2, etc. But for someone like me who's into the PS4 realm, we're kind of screwed out of that. However, the biggest takeaway here is that for those that are there right now at Gamescom, which is being held in Germany right now, there's apparently some more updates involving more games added, because like I mentioned earlier, that there was 4 question marks within that trailer, which means that we were getting more new games. Now, in my previous video talking about the Legacy Collection, there was heavy rumors stating that classic titles like Mortal Kombat Mythologies Subzero, Mortal Kombat Gold, and Mortal Kombat Special Forces were all games that were needed to be included, or it was considered to be part of the Legacy Collection 2, which was probably going to come out sometime in the distant future. And then we had the 3D era, which was like Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection 3, involving Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and Shaolin Monks. And then recently, or not too long ago, they announced that Mortal Kombat Trilogy was added into the mix. Therefore, that's what made it completely exciting, because now we have, Mortal Kombat Trilogy had a pretty intense roster. So now the big excitement here is that we know that Mortal Kombat 4, the arcade version, has been a great addition to the Mortal Kombat lore. In terms of, if you've seen the trailer for Mortal Kombat 4, it's definitely one of the most scariest things I've seen. But fans and collectors have been wondering, where the heck is Mortal Kombat Gold? Now, according to on X or Twitter, I will provide the link in the description below. According to the MK source, who's a very great source in terms of Mortal Kombat, and I know my channel is relatively small compared to all the other bigger Mortal Kombat fandom and other YouTubers out there, so thank you for all those who are subscribing to my channel, and I appreciate you guys for supporting it. But based on the information that we have here from the MK source, again, link will be provided in the description below. It says here that we have a full list of all 11 games in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. So apparently it says here we were just talking about Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, the newly added Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is now added right there, then MK4, then it says Mortal Kombat Advanced, which we know it was for Game Boy Advance, and then Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and then Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, and then we have 2 new, I guess, confirmed titles for the Legacy Collection, which is Mortal Kombat Mythologies Subzero and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. So these are 2 very unique titles because those are games that were added to the N64 and PlayStation era. And for those that are there right now at Gamescom have seen that, and there's an image floating around of both of these logos appearing on screen. So I guess fans and gamers are playing these at the moment. So the thing that makes this a very huge deal is because for someone like me who's a very diehard and avid Mortal Kombat collector or fan and gamer, not the greatest by any means, but I do have my love for the franchise. And Mortal Kombat Mythologies Subzero, despite being one of the hardest games that I've played, and the AI being completely bullshit, and just the controls being complete ass, the game offers a lot of depth and lore to the Mortal Kombat storyline, which again I really, really love. And here on the channel I've tried to play it and it's really hard. So I'm trying to adapt to it, and of course if you have a PlayStation 1 or N64, the best quality you can get is either emulation, or you can be like me who's playing it on original hardware, and then you have to use all the converters and etc and upscalers and stuff like that. But because it's PlayStation and the output is different, the fact that we're finally getting Mortal Kombat Subzero, Mythology Subzero for PlayStation 5 or Xbox S or whatever that's called. Sorry, I'm not an Xbox guy, but the quality is going to be intense. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's something that we haven't seen in like over a decade. The fact that we have this game, and we've seen other people have, again, emulations of the game, which is why their quality is really great on YouTube. But when you have an official copy of the game, but now it's for modern consoles, that's what makes it fantastic to play. And same goes for Mortal Kombat Special Forces. That's a game I've actually played, and unfortunately my hard drive got corrupted and then I lost all the gameplay, so I wasn't able to upload it on the Shark Plays channel. But even Special Forces had such a great storytelling involving the Special Forces as well as the Black and Red Dragon. So to have both of these is very iconic, and honestly, like, this is what screws me over, because again, I would have to invest in a PS5 in order to play these, which I don't have. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I cannot wait to one day get this and then hopefully play it and then, enjoy it for what it is. And the thing that a lot of people are saying that we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So again, full list of 11 games here, and people are saying that there's supposedly one more question mark within that trailer. And the only question mark that people are coming to consensus is that it should be Mortal Kombat Gold. And for those that played Mortal Kombat Gold, knows that there are more characters involved, more unlockables, etc, etc. So we have Mortal Kombat 4, which is fantastic, it's great, but Mortal Kombat Gold again is another fantastic addition because that's for the Sega Dreamcast. So is another, because when we have 2 PlayStation 1 games, and then now if we have the MK4 is the arcade port, which was never, I guess, before utilized before again. And then to have a Sega, what do you call it? Sega Dreamcast version of MK Gold, that will probably top off this entire bundle, which will make it absolutely fantastic. And if we ever get an official Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection 2 with a 3D era, hell freaking yeah, because everybody is waiting for a Shaolin Monks remaster, and we know how popular that game is. And I'm currently playing Deception, and all those, you know, I've already completed Deception, but it's just taking time for me to edit the videos. But that's what makes it so damn exciting, the fact that we're getting these upscaled versions of these games that for other gamers who had to use converters and different wires and modding and etc and or emulations, now we can finally play these games in clear, concise formats, more specific to our needs and to these modern TVs and modern consoles. So I don't know how I'm going to get this, but I will get this at some point. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below if you're excited, because I believe we're supposed to be getting more updates down the line, at least by tomorrow or another day or two. But other than that, I'm so damn excited. So let me know in the comments below if you're excited, and thank you to the MK source. I will provide his link in the description below, but let's see what else will come out of this. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next episode.